say goodbye.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the game chat with Dboss. Yo, join game chat, bruv! Dboss is on! It's a brand new series I'm gonna be doing here where well, first off, I want to explain I'm wearing a hat inside because my hair is really fucked up right now. It's all over the place, so I'm trying to keep it down. I took a shower and had a nap, and when you do that and you wash your hair, and when you're me with this hair, it just gets all puffy and wiry and everything. It's fucking annoying. Anyways, welcome to the game chat. This is going to be a new format of video I do where I talk about the games I beat once I do. Now, before I do anything, I'd like to swap over here because I've got a whole thread of the games I've beaten right here on Twitter. And as you can see, before I got banned off of the government-ran libtard Twitter, just in reference to Jack, the old owner, just basically letting Twitter be a government subsidiary. So criminal. It's so criminal. And they banned me for essentially nothing. And meanwhile, Elon's Twitter is flourishing. I love it. I love it. And he let me back in. He let me back in. We know the story of how he let me back in. But anyways, I was making a chain of all the games I had played and beaten, in order and on which console, and with a rank. I'm gonna do that again now that Elon has welcomed me back in. It's time for a restart. March 31st, 2024 was the day I beat the first game after making this post. So the same day, and I did Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And it keeps going down. Halo Reach, Persona 3, Pikmin 4, The First Tree. Like, there's a whole bunch of games. So if you hit me up on Twitter at FuckDboss, you'll see it all. Cyberpunk, the DLC for Cyberpunk, Indiana Jones, Astrobot, COD, Modern Warfare 2, Sackboy. Played a few games, and it comes all the way down here to the last one. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which is going to be the first game I talk about. You can see it on Twitter here. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I'm done with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on PS5. Awesome story, great characters, Vader cameo, cool worlds to explore, but I dislike that Respawn tried to just make this a Dark Souls game. Love the skill tree, the fire lightsaber moves, all of that good stuff. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. So I gave this game a 7 out of 10, and that's... I don't know, I thought that was pretty fair for me, you know? Like, I didn't think that was, like, too out of control. Like I said, I didn't like the Dark Souls aspect of it. I'm so over Dark Souls, man. Lies of P, Lords of the Fallen, Flintlock, Star Wars Jedi, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits, Elden Ring, Bloodborne. Like, can I not play a game that's like Dark Souls? Like, I'm sorry. I'm not here to shit on the franchise either. I'm just saying, the issue with these games is you need the most buttery smooth gameplay to match up with these fucked up bosses that piss you off. And that's why From Software is where they're at today, because they're so good at that. They're the best of the best at that. They are so good that, and I'll talk about it for a second. Elden Ring Night Rain coming out. There's a lot of discourse about that. Some people love it. Some people hate the direction. This is not where we should be going. The direction of Night Rain is a testament to how up From Software is with this gameplay. It is so unmatched, no matter who makes a Dark Souls type game. It could be Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. It could be Kenna Bridge of Spirits, which people call Dark Souls for kids. I'm sorry. No one's going to do it better than FromSoft, and they know they're so good at doing it, and it's made them so successful that now they're able to try these things like Elden Ring Night Rain. As far as I'm concerned, this is probably just Miyazaki saying, hey, who are all those young guns that we got hired? Let's get them on a game. Made his own little studio of young, up-and-coming FromSoft developers, because who else is going to continue this tradition when Miyazaki's gone and all his top guys, the top brass who knows what's good, are gone? It's time to start ushering in the next era. This is like a test for these guys, you know what I mean? We're just going to get your feet wet in the industry a little bit. We're going to make Elden Ring Night Rain. You have all the assets right here anyways. Just make a game, you know what I mean? It's like something someone made in like video gaming college, you know what I mean? Some shit like that. Go to work, boys. Don't worry. Take your time. If you fail, don't worry. We're too successful anyways. We're Bandai Namco. And you know what? This is Elden Ring. You're using one of the most popular franchises in this kind of genre. Sorry, game in this kind of genre. Like, my god. Anyways, one of those games that tries to infringe on that type of gameplay was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and I don't care what anyone says. Some people don't agree with that. This game was a Dark Souls game. Make no mistake about it. Everything about this screamed, oh my god, we need to capitalize on that shit right there. And you know what? They didn't do that bad of a job. Because like I said, it's not a Dark Souls. It's not, well, it is, you know, they're trying to be. It's not though. It's not theirs. This is their property. This is Respawn's version of a Dark Souls. So what they've done is they've given you different like difficulty scalars. You can go on the hardest difficulty, but you can also go on the easiest difficulty and experience a story. And I know some people aren't going to be happy to hear me say it, but that's what I did. I went on the easiest difficulty at the same time. I was playing Flintlock a few months back. I'm tired of this. Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I'm still trying to get through that one because I put it off. Because I'm so, like, I don't know how I keep ending up playing these Dark Souls games, man. Like, the fuck? I don't get it. But regardless, I do. And I need to take these constant breaks. And I did that with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2. I was taking breaks in between. And I finally got to the end of it. And, you know, I wasn't upset that I chose easy mode. Because I was like, I don't give a fuck about this gameplay in that kind of sense. Like, I'm not in this for the gameplay. The gameplay was great when you turned it to easy mode. But if I had it on hard mode and I was struggling against bosses, I wouldn't have that much of enthusiasm to continue on. Because, like, have you seen my backlog? It's a huge list. I got other shit I want to play. God of War, Death Stranding, Sekiro, another Dark Souls game, Stellar Blade, fucking Final Fantasy. What else do I have up there? A whole bunch of Nintendo Switch games that I haven't gotten to. You know, like, there's so much stuff to play. I'm not, like, I'll struggle if it's Bloodborne or Elden Ring or Dark Souls. I'm not struggling with Lords of the Fallen, Lies of P. Lies of P is very good. Flintlock. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I put it on the easy mode because this is not Dark Souls. This is Star Wars, bro. I understand you're trying to be Dark Souls, but this is a Star Wars story. And I like Star Wars. I fuck with Star Wars. I love stories. Gameplay is great, but I love stories. That's my niche. That's my bag. I love a good story. I love writing. I love breaking down what these characters talk about, how they interact with each other, the way they look. Like, yeah, it's great. It plays like Dark Souls. I care about Cal Kestis' journey. One of the only reasons I didn't give... Where is it? Let's scroll up a little bit, because there was one game I want to bring up now, and I gave it a very low score. 4 out of 10, Far Cry 3. Some people would probably see that and think, whoa! It's one of the best Far Cries! I'm sorry, but that game was like dog shit. And I heard that it doesn't get any different. The gameplay doesn't get any different. Avatar. Fields of Pandora, whatever the fuck that game is called. Apparently, it's just another Ubisoft re-rinsed cycle, like Far Cry 3 was. The rest of the Far Cries following Far Cry 3. But the story was so great. Like, look at this. What a chore. Getting through this game. Nothing holds up to me. I barely crafted anything. I barely hunted anything. I barely cleared outposts. I only hit the radio towers to open up the mini-map to know where the fuck I was going. Saving Far Cry 3 from a 2 out of 10 is the story of Jason Brody's descent into madness and the performance of Michael Mando as Voss. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, that game, I don't fuck with that kind of game. I need a little more. Like, a Ghost of Tsushima, I will take. That feels like it matters. A Cyberpunk 2077, that feels like it matters. Hunting boars, hunting outposts in fucking Far Cry 3? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm glad Dark Souls Star Wars did not have any of that. It wasn't open world. You could explore the map wherever you wanted to, but it wasn't a big open world. It was just like one area, you know? That was it. And it was a pretty linear path. I liked the gameplay. Even though it was a Dark Souls game, I'm not hating on those games. I'm just saying I'm tired, bro. I'm tired, bro. And that's why that State of Play that came recently was so great, because there was so little Dark Souls in that. Except for Lies of P DLC. Like Lost Soul aside, Tides of Annihilation, all these games look great. I love a hack and slash. Say what you want about a hack and slash, but they're just so fun. You know what I mean? Fuck. It's just pressing a button and moving fast. I'm sorry, like, you know, sometimes I got work in the morning, bruh. I only got a few hours. I don't got time to waste my time trying to beat one... I forget what they're called, like a lizard thing, a swamp lizard from the goddamn first planet. It was a hidden area and there was a swamp lizard and it was a boss. It's like, I don't fucking want to spend an hour and a half beating that just to go to sleep to wake up in the morning. When I could do a whole shitload of progress on something like Stellar Blade or Nier Automata. Those are some of my gripes with Dark Souls games, but you can't really have those kind of gripes because that's what the game is about. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about a story in a Dark Souls game. I think they're fucking dog shit. I think they're borderline there, let alone fluent. You know what I mean? It's all about the gameplay. The fans know it's always been about the gameplay. It's always been about the boss fights. Always, always, always. I just can't... Sorry, I had to take a vape hit right there. I just can't with this Star Wars one. I'm here for the story. I'm not here for the Dark Souls type gameplay. But I still loved the way it played. It was just, you know, like... Everything was... The combat was... Even the combat was not, like... I just wish it was more a Star Wars game and less trying to be Dark Souls. Because I loved this story. Master Jaro Tapal... The dude and the dude with the scars, I forget his name, with the red lightsabers, the former Jedi, Night Sister Marin, the sisters. Oh my god, and the cameo at the end from Vader, like, oh my god. Spoiler alert, Darth Vader makes a cameo in this, like, 6-7-year-old game. I loved all that stuff. I love Star Wars, I love the story, so that's why I turned the difficulty off to easy. I thought it was very well told. I'm looking forward to a character in the Star Wars universe live action called Cal Kestis if they ever so do it. You know? Is his name Cameron Monaghan? Cameron Monaghan as Cal Kestis is so fucking cool. He's so fucking dope. I love this character. I love this story he went on. I don't remember what happened to his friend in the beginning. I think he died. But, you know, if he didn't bring him back for the second one, you know, like, let's get more action going. I love this story. I love the characters. Grease, Seer. I know, I bet, I'm pretty sure a lot, I've seen it on Twitter myself. Actually, it was just 2 days ago. Someone posted a Japanese developed female in a game, and someone posted Seer from Star Wars. And it's like, this is what you get. And it's like, I don't think that's very fair. A lot of problems in gaming is this whole DEI initiative, and look at it however you will, but my take on it is that it's a very big problem when it is just a DEI project and it sucks. Like, it's okay, like, you should want to represent these other, like, do you really want a game full of just white people? Maybe, I don't know, like, it's up to you, you know, everyone has their preferences, but me personally, I like different types of characters in my game to interact with, you know what I mean? Like, if it's done right though, like, if the game sucks, if the game fucking sucks and all you're doing is shoehorning in DEI stuff like, oh, this person needs to be black, we're gonna have this person talk about how they're non-binary and how we need to respect them. If the game fucking sucks dick, none of that shit's gonna even, like, matter, because the game already sucks dick. But when the game is good, like this Star Wars game, and they put a character in like Seer with a great story, it's just she happens to be a black woman. These other dookie games like Dustborn that are fucking actual dog shit and just meant to fulfill a DEI initiative. It's like, do you forget you're making a game? That's the big problem I have with it. Is like, yeah, you're doing all this DEI stuff, sure. Some people definitely hate it more than me, but if your game sucks and all you're doing is shoving DEI, like, we gotta make sure we have all these this character has to have vitiligo and they're huge. Like, have you seen the Dustborn cast? Like, look at this. This game sucks, by the way. This game fucking sucks. And they've got strong, independent black chick, non-binary gay guy, straight guy, and whatever this is. You know, like, whatever this is. And she's got vitiligo, too. Can I even call her a she? Does she identify like that? Like, that's what I mean. Like, all that garbage when the game sucks. It's garbage, is what it is. It's garbage. In a game like Star Wars Jedi, Seer is not garbage. Seer is not DEI. There's been all sorts of Jedis. Like, that's just a good character, in my opinion. I liked Seer. I didn't hate Seer. I thought she had a great story. Her and Trilla's backstory with Darth Vader, that was crazy. It's just these other games that are just such dog shit. Put a bad name on characters like that. And it's like, a guy who wants to adapt this story with these characters can't even do that because he's just going to be looked at as some DEI initiative freak. Sorry, Mike. Some DEI fucking freak who's only in it to, you know, push a narrative. You're not even worried about the game. Some people are. Some people care deeply about the game. They just want to have a multicultural set of characters. Because why not? Why not have a black dude in your game? Why not have an Asian dude? Why not have a bug? An anthropomorphic bug? You know what I mean? And I'm all for that. You put the gayest fucking person you want in your game. Put the most racist, fucked up guy in your game. I'm all for that. I'm on no sides. I'm on no sides. And don't tell me I'm against one side because I'm not on any side. I'm for everything. You want to put racist ass shit in this game? Do it. You want to put dog shit in it? Do it. I don't care so long as the game is good. And this game was good. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I would have given it higher if it wasn't like Dark Souls. If it didn't play like a Dark Souls game, it probably would have got like an 8 out of 10. I thought it was great. But I don't really care for that Dark Souls gameplay. This kind of also devolved into like a rant on DEI for a second there. But I just wanted to say that because I saw a post about that recently. I don't think it's fair to dock on these kind of games. Just because games like Dustborn are so blatantly bad. Forspoken are so blatantly bad. And they're just so full of this narrative. It's like, why are you pushing this real life narrative on me that I don't give a fuck about in a game that sucks dick? At least make the game fucking great before doing that shit. Like, look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The grifters tried getting to that one. And I was like, whoa. I think their main talking point was this, like there was a black character and he couldn't be killed. And he basically said something about, like, treating women right or whatever the fuck. And grifters were all over that. They were going to tear this one apart. And the game sold amazingly. It did amazingly. There's hot chicks with huge tits in it. And they're white, too! They're white! What is there to, like, you can't even complain about it. Like, everything, like, the opposite of what you've gotten is in there. So, what are you complaining about? It sold 2 million copies. It's doing great. So, that one kind of backfired. And they're getting real quiet about it, too. But, not to say I'm not on the opposite side of grifters. A lot of them have great points too. Like, it's not wrong what they're doing in video games. A lot of it is self-inserting. I don't think Seer from Star Wars Jedi is one of those. I thought that was a great character with a great story. And it's a shame I had to see that not too long ago. Because this kind of game, with these kind of characters, is good. I fuck with that. Even if you want to throw a little, you know, DEI initiative in there, you know, sprinkle it in there in a way that it makes it understandable to the person playing it. Like, okay, this makes sense with the game I'm playing. This matters. I can fuck with this, you know? Don't just have, like, you know, like, it would be worse if she was just dressing down Cal the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know this, you don't know that. Like, you know, she didn't do that. You know, she believed in Cal the whole time. And that's what I like about a character like that. It's not some dog shit character from Dustborn who believes she's owed the world and the world sucks, you know? Like, fuck out of here. Anyways, I thought it was great. I thought the gameplay was awesome. The exploration was amazing. Like, I loved going around all these new Star Wars worlds because there's... Oh, excuse me, I don't know what that was. There was so much you could do with this kind of franchise. You can explore the deepest corners of the galaxy. And that's why I think a lot of people are tired of the whole Skywalker saga. Like, let's get over that. And that's why a lot of people really took to the Mandoverse when it first happened. But then they started getting into too much of that old stuff. I don't know. It all spiraled somewhere. And, but you know, it's time to explore some more stories like that. And I thought Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was one of those good stories. I thought The Acolyte was a terrible one. I think we're taking steps back. Like Jedi Fallen Order, Skeleton Crew. These are nice stories that unfortunately Well, Star Wars Jedi is fine, but Skeleton Crew on its own, I think it like bombed because the last one in front of it was the Acolyte, which was just such dog shit. And I'm telling you, I tried like 4 separate times to watch that first episode. I couldn't finish it. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was just not good. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it right there. I think I've said enough about it. I gave Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order a 7 out of 10. I played it for PS5. It was not the PS4 version. It was the PS5. Great story, great characters, cool worlds to explore. But it was just not... It had to be a Dark Souls type game, really? Maybe that's just me being biased, and maybe I've just played a one too many Souls type game this year. But I think 7 out of 10 is quite fair for a game like this. I'm looking forward to playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I know that one's going to be good. I wonder if the gameplay is going to be the same. I bet you any money it is. But, you know, I'm coming around to these Souls games anyways. I was having a lot of fun with Bloodborne on the PS4. Elden Ring, I was modding that so I could get Guts from Berserk's armor in that one. I think I beat Godric the Grafted where I last left off. So I was having fun with these games. But I don't need that out of Star Wars, man. I need a cool Star Wars story. And but hey, you know what? Even with the Dark Souls gameplay, I still got that. And I look forward to the next one. And I heard that they're eventually going to do a third one. They're going to wrap up Cal's trilogy, I guess, in the third game, whenever that so drops. But yeah, gave it a 7 out of 10. I will be back for the next game I beat. So far right now, I'm working on Kenna Bridge of Spirits, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Mario and Luigi Brothership, and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. What the fuck is that called? It's not called Spirits of Justice. I'll tell you right now. Anyways, I'm playing Kenna Bridge of Spirits, the digital deluxe edition for PS5. I am playing, what else is there? I'm playing Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, of course, for, what do you call it? Xbox Series X. Mario and Luigi Brothership, of course, for Nintendo Switch. And also on the Nintendo Switch, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, the second in the franchise. Okay, there we go. So we're playing some good games, and I'm also about to start Sleeping Dogs, the definitive edition for PS4. That one looks good. I've been waiting to get into that one. I hope you stick with me for more game chat coming down later on in the future. I wonder which game's going to be next. It's probably going to be Hellblade. And I hope you join me for that one. So, of course, thank you for joining me here on Game Chat. My name has been Dboss. I have grit. So do you. And as always, please have yourselves a damn good one. And I will see you next time.